Which path do you choose, right? Is it the life of chasing money or the life of living your passion? This is one question that I asked myself just recently. I just started doing YouTube videos and TikTok videos, and I asked myself if I really wanted to do this, continue doing this. I also have other passions that I want to chase, but I always ask myself if I wanted to really do that because currently I'm unemployed. I'll just be honest. I'm unemployed and I have limited amount of money that I can use to basically sustain myself. And I've been asking the question if I should be chasing money or if I should continue living my passion, which is just explaining explaining my thoughts about life in general and also making art, right? So one thing I did to try to answer this question was, I had a little bit of a doubt within myself when it came to living out my passion because I'm currently not making any money from this. And sometimes when you are not making any type of money, if you're in my position, right, you're in the middle of living your passion, sometimes the struggle of not making any income comes into question, right? It affects your it affects your passion. It affects your passion of what you want to do, right? Um so what I did was I went online on Google and I googled, is it worth it to be a programmer, right? Someone had suggested to me to be a coder, to learn coding, to be a programmer because they make a lot of money, right? And that's what I did. I went on Google, I went on Reddit, and I went on Reddit, I went on YouTube as well. And I found a lot of people very disappointed in what they chose in terms of choosing the life of being a coder and a programmer. I found that a lot of people chose that path because they they thought it was good for them because it made them a lot of money, right? Especially during these times, a lot of people are looking for something that could give them a lot of money so that they can afford what they need to afford because a lot of things are uh, very pricey nowadays, right? And so a lot of people think that they need to get a career, get a job that fulfills them in terms of being able to afford these pricey things in life. And again, I went on YouTube, I went on Reddit, and I found a lot of people were depressed and they felt regret. A lot of these people uh, are making six figures, right? Six figures, and you find these people depressed and not happy about the career that they're in, right? Because they chose the money. They weren't necessarily passionate about coding. They weren't passionate about programming. They were they were they just chose they chose the money, right? They were chasing the money instead of asking themselves if this is for them, right? And a lot of people were good at it as well, right? The thing is that a lot of people were unhappy that they had to work under someone, even those that were not working under someone like a boss or a corporation, those who were working alone, who were quote unquote freelancers, they were unhappy with their their choice in life and choosing life as a programmer or coder, right? Because they weren't passionate about it. And you find this also with uh, I follow a lot of sports, so you find this a lot of with a lot of athletes as well, right? Once they make it to the big leagues or they make it to the top of their field and they get the money, they some of them come out and express their true feelings, and they say, this life isn't for them, right? The fame, all of the fame and the money the doesn't buy you the happiness, right? The fame and the with all the money and the fame, it's not really worth it, right? And so it made me think twice about um, just looking through all this on YouTube and Reddit, looking through people's comments and seeing what they're expressing. Um, I find that I just had second thoughts. I'm like, well, why am I gonna choose something that I'm not passionate about? I'm not good at. I'm not. I'm. I'm not. I'm not passionate about. I'm not good at. To. I'm just looking at the money, right? I know they get paid a lot, so I'm just looking at the money, right? And so I'm asking myself, I should just continue on what I'm doing, right? Um, I just need to accept the fact that there's going to be times that there's going to be times that I'm going to lose a passion because um, I can't afford certain things in life. But I know the passion is going to come and go, and at some point, my passion is going to to make me to make the money that I need to sustain myself, right? As long as I can sustain myself, right? I'll be I'll be happy, right? It's not like I'm looking for some big payday, right? It'll be nice, right? It'll be nice to have extra, um, right? It'll be nice to live a luxurious life, but as long as I can sustain myself, I'll be happy, right? I've just told myself that. I mean, at this point, I am able to pretty much sustain myself to a point, but I can't be living the way I am doing at this moment. I can't. I don't know how long I could sustain myself at this point. I'll be honest. So it made me just think twice. It made me think twice about it. Uh, it's just that I have to be mentally strong and just just live my life without putting so much importance on money, right? Because I know for a fact the money will come, right? And I know that if I keep going, keep on going on this path, I know the money will come, right? The money that I would need, not the money that I will want, but the money that I need to need will come, right? Thank you for watching this video.